Start streaming live. So we're doing something very different today. Smaller groups and no moderating. Oh wait, that means I'm participating too. I guess, right? I mean, I'm here. I might as well. Today we're talking about new music, whether new music is better than old music. So I guess I'm not moderating, but I can go first. I didn't really think about it at all, so I'm completely unprepared. Yes, Archim, you got your hand up.
Murat, what do you listen usually when you ride
I
your
can
car?
you explain quite clearly, Artyom. Let me say.
Okay.
Old or new?
Music. No. I like any music, all music. It doesn't matter because any music is just something related with your soul. You imagine, because any music generate you give you emotion, but emotion is anything about people. But if we talk about music, I know one movie, French movie. Everybody should watch this movie. This movie in Russian version call it
Amelie.
No, Amelie. How to say it?
The artist?
I forget this name. No. It's dancing music. They told for we
French musical.
American. No,
Moulin Rouge.
Music. No. Ecstasy.
Wow. Okay.
Ecstasy. This one.
It's a
Daria, you should know about. But it's yeah.
Oh
yes, but
I would forget this. It's nobody watched this. I truly.
What have you listened? What have you listened before meeting have started?
What is going on here? Okay, can we talk about whether new music is...
Yeah, I try to figure out. Have Murat listened new or old music before?
Yeah, Murat, what do you think? New music is better than old music? Old music is better than new music? Where do you stand?
It's wrong. It's wrong say for old music better or new music better. It's wrong.
We should not start with Murat. That's what's wrong.
I think for you, any music good for you if you accept this music for you, for your
that's
soul.
A good point.
Okay, guys, what
that's a good point.
Do you
it's
think?
A personal choice.
Okay.
That's what Murat's saying. New music, old music, it doesn't matter. It's what you like.
Who think what about that statement?
Cool. Well, I'm participating, so I can have an opinion. I think, like Murat, actually, it doesn't matter. It's music. I think music is just music. It doesn't. You know, I think I will say this. People who say that old music is better, usually when you say this, you're looking at the best music of a decade. Which, if you took the last 10 years and picked out 20 songs, there has to be like 20 amazing songs in 10 years. Maybe we won't even know what they are until 20 years in the future when we look back. They're the songs that stood the test of time. And we look back and we're like, oh yeah, the 2000s were amazing for music. You know, it's like, what? No one says that now. But maybe in 20 years, that's what people will say. Anyways, what do you think?
But as for modern music, it's the same. Right now, not all the songs are popular. Some of them are popular and people listen to them a lot, but some, the same as in the past, as you mentioned, they are just for nothing. Actually, for me, I prefer old ones. I don't know, just
how old?
In modern, maybe 10, 20 years old, 30, something like that, yeah.
10, 20, that's like over 2000s.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm old.
Because modern songs,
like
I don't know. I do not really like them because for me, there is no sense at all in them. And most of them are just, you can listen to the song and you can hear just one sentence repeated during the whole song all over. And sometimes there are a lot of noise in the song, I should say, or maybe it's too loud for me. I can't stand loud music. For example, a lot of drums or similar music instruments to drums, I don't know. And for me, it's better to listen and something calm, something you can understand and get the meaning, because if you are listening to the song and there is no sense, you just listen to nothing, to my mind, because each song, each piece or work should be meaningful, actually.
Meaningful? What do you think, Sergey? Oh, Murad, we're not doing hand raising. No hand raising, guys.
Why?
Let's go. Let's go
Okay,
with our
okay.
feelings. Let's go with
Okay.
our feelings.
Okay,
I don't
guys.
know. I want to try. I want to try something more free flowing today. I want to
Yeah.
try something more casual in a
Well.
way, less structure and more just off the cuff. I think that's kind of the problem with raising hand. It gives you that time. I want people to just like pam, 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 pam.
For
What do you think,
I like
Sergey?
for
it.
example,
Guys,
Oh,
example-
Sergey was trying to speak for a while.
okay, yeah. So guys, of course, I do love like old-fashioned music, but I think so. The reason why we often do that is because we want to have some nostalgia. We want to reminisce something, and we have some sweet memories from our childhood or from some like previous decades. But I think that this is some kind of nostalgia effect, because if to be honest, nowadays there are much more instruments for music creation. So, and of course, as a logical reason, we have the bigger variety of modern musicians, and now it has become easily easier to become famous, because if you have beautiful voice and you have a talent, you can just record a video and post it on TikTok and you'll have a wide audience. So that is why there is more stimulation for new artists to become famous, and that is why so we have wider basement for these art performancing, and as a reason we have a lot of masterpieces at the moment. And of course we have something new. Our brain wants to have some new experience, and there is why I'm pretty sure that for our brain is more useful to hear always something new, to see something new. We prefer to go to new direction, to have new resorts, to visit new countries. So why do we often choose old music? It's better to listen to something new and to find new ways and favorites. That's what I'm thinking.
Cool.
I think any new music, it's old music. Just for it, something it generate.
Yeah,
What was
Like
that?
clothes, like clothes.
yeah, but there
For
are
example,
7 notes, and of course we combine, but we create basing on some previous experience, we create some new experience.
yeah, it's imagine about humans imagine.
It's like, we know like a spiral movement.
What do you think, Mete? Mete's too quiet. I want to hear Mete's thoughts.
Firstly,
I listen the discussion. In my opinion, there is generation gap. And who is the speaker? It is point, I think. When you are 20 years old and there is if the most of people are 20 years old, for example, or 25 years old, then we can say that the new music is more beautiful than old music, for example. But now we say that we can say that old music is more beautiful because I think the most of people are elder now, firstly. Secondly, most of people are not familiar to technological musical details. And because rap music and new styles are based on technological details, some technological usings. That's why there is a difference, but the difference exists between generations. I think it's not related to musical kinds of. Yes, this is not the lifestyles of music, I think. Yes, and second point, if if you permit me, okay, I think sociology has changed. Sociology has changed, and this is only belongs to or depends on habits, I think, and there is no difference. I think this is my point.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Nice. Well, so
Thank
I'm
you,
so
Joe.
used to taking over now and summing up, but I don't want to do that. Very
Guys, I
interesting.
have idea. Daria, what do you think? It's personal for you because you deny idea for ecstasy. What do you think? It's in my opinion, any music, of course, it's new music. It doesn't matter. If we honest, doesn't matter. Any music give in people like something like drug. because when you hear music, emotion is more high. What do you think about it, guys?
So I totally agree with your position about emotion part, but I just so hate this movie, not because, so I have a lot of emotions about this movie and I think it's a great part, but is it just was so scary for me. It's so, I don't know, rough
Yes,
or
but
something
we
like this.
talk
So
now.
yes, of course, they open the idea, they display the idea about the music. It's a good masterpiece. I don't know, but I don't want
Yes,
to
yes.
remember this.
How
I
they
don't want
dance.
to see this again. But I agree that the music has to be valuable by in emotion way, and I don't want to compare old music and nowadays music just in generally. I truly believe that it becomes better quality because of techniques, because you can record yourself like better than in the previous year. I also think that it's more variety nowadays because you can record yourself in any ways, no need to have a lot of money. You can display your own feelings by the simpler way. But also because
That's a
of
good point.
this, you can discover something great for your own, because the popular one, as usual, cover the unpopular. And with time, it will be easier to compare because we will have the better one and forget the others. But so it's like you have to compare this music by some list of qualities.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think you raise a good point that music is very subjective. I mean, what we like, what we don't like, that's very personal.
Oh.
But I think you raise a. Sorry, actually, she just talked about this, and I think it's interesting. You talk about the variety of music. There is so much more music styles, genres than there used to be, and I think it's interesting that there is something for everyone out there. But I think we also have the risk of not being exposed to music that we don't maybe know or think we like, like classical music, or just because we have so much choice now. It's very easy, same as many things online now, for the algorithms to give us exactly what we want and only that. So I feel like we could be missing out on a whole world of music because of this. In the past, there was not that much choice, so you listen to the radio, you listen to a bit of everything, because they have to have a bit of everything for everyone. So actually, by having less options, it kind of forced people to listen to different styles of music. Maybe, someone would never have found out they like jazz or something. Nowadays, if you don't want to listen to jazz, you never have to listen to jazz in your whole life. It's so easy to
But
not.
it's good.
But not, but my current algorithms. So if you, for example, use Apple Music or YouTube Music, so current algorithms, they have become so smart, so they know your preferences. So they have very, very smart, intelligent algorithms to distinguish what are your preferences, and they test, and they try to tune in and to find exactly what you want. So I'm really shocked with that algorithms. I used to use Apple Music before, but now I switched to YouTube Music, and I'm really shocked how
it can predict what you're gonna like. I think that's what you want to
Yeah,
say. But I think that's a problem. That's my
So
point.
when,
I think
for
it's a
example, I have like
problem.
special mood. Yeah, I have a special mood. For example, it asks me which kind of music do you want, energized music or relaxation music. So I just pick, and I press likes, and so it can tune to my preference more exactly.
Yeah,
And
but it
for
will
me,
only give you something a little different, right? It will only extrapolate from what you like. So you will never end up like somewhere completely random and completely different.
Yes.
You can.
Yeah, but I
Because
mean, the algorithm wants to keep you. It's like YouTube algorithm to keep you watching. If you're a liberal, it's gonna show you liberal videos. It's tuned in to what you want, and it kind of ignores because it wants to keep you connected the longest time possible, right? That's what it's designed for.
Oh, sorry. I'll tell you answer how can it give you the absolutely different way of music, because you not only follow their recommendation, you also find music by yourself. So when you try to find, it adds this additional feedback. So it's been educated. Of course, it's not perfect. Sometimes you can miss something.
Sure.
But if you heard some song, you just put it to your Shazam, and then you enter the name to your YouTube music like search, like so, and then it knows that, okay, so let's try this direction.
Cool. All right. Enough of this. Let's move on. What do you think, Artyom? You were going to say something earlier.
Yes. Because it looked like we have been considering just about taste and preferences and I don't know, something like that. But let's think about maybe ethics or narratives or some this contemporary not music, it's not music, contemporary maybe tracks. It's sometimes it's hard to listen about. Yes, and I think it's I worry about my kids, to be honest, because two of my kids, let me finish, just two my kids, just I've heard they are playing and singing like black gun, something like that. So I worry about them, to be honest.
No, it's but
Actually, I quite agree with Artyom about this point of view, because the modern music can have a really damaging influence
Impact
on kids. Yeah.
I think
Galina, you can't know about for dangerous a good effect. I disagree with this opinion.
I can. Why I can't? I can.
No, I can't, because it's not right. For me,
right.
For example, digital music always generate me do endurance exercise. It's like I do anything better. Why do you think for it a negative effect have?
Okay, because it's about drugs,
it's
beaches, alcohol,
it's
about guns. I don't know why.
Or something. It's something personal. It doesn't relate. It's correlated with music or something. It's really a personal choice.
To be honest, I hate
for example,
that pop culture.
I like any music in digital, but I am so far for any drug. Any drug.
Maybe because you are adult already and you were growing without.
Maybe.
Maybe, and you haven't been surrounded by kids, just little ones.
Yes,
and nowadays everything is free. You have an access, and kids have an access to everything. And when you see them using some words or just doing some actions which are just actually available to everyone in those modern videos, it's actually, I should find it's not,
but isn't it
pretty one and awful.
As a parent, isn't it your responsibility to protect them from this kind of content?
Oh, it's a good populistic idea, but it doesn't work just
in
contemporary world.
Why not? I have a daughter, and she has access to only selected videos that I picked for her.
Maybe you just don't know.
It does take work, it does take time, but she doesn't have access to everything. She has access only to
maybe you don't know,
selected. No, I mean that's fact. That's my daughter. I have a daughter, and she watches the videos, but only from a list that I picked. A lot of videos.
Maybe she has friends with
yes,
gadgets.
Right?
It's okay. It's not a matter. No need to create the ideal world for our children. Did we have another kind of music in our childhood? We didn't see any crimes on TV. It's not about TV music. It's about your relationship with your children, how you can display them. What's the difference between bad one and good one?
Big difference.
What's the difference? Artyom, what's the difference between when we were young and today's youth?
Because it's like, it's like okay, I like such statements like, what's the difference? Big
No, I'm asking you.
difference.
Yeah.
We were growing without gadgets. We were growing without so massive.
No, but you're talking
huge
specifically about
content.
access to media, right? What's the difference in the media between the media we have access to now as young people and the media young people had
What
access to in the
media?
past?
It's a biggest discussion today about media and influence and impact of that media, and you are trying to explain me that there is no any difference.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you the difference. I'm asking
Yes,
you the difference.
I'm explaining. So it's a huge difference. We live in a totally different world.
Okay.
That we used to live 20 years ago. Totally.
Okay.
No, Artyom, you're
Why?
wrong.
So what
You're
about
wrong.
the 100 years ago when
Oh,
they
oh.
the children were
Yeah,
work on this, I don't know, fabrics or something like this? It's not the difference. It's like
Artem is right.
everything that
Guys,
You
they
just don't
Artem is
understand what
right.
you are talking about, Fox. Yeah.
Why you
Just
understand?
stop here. Because
20 years
I'm
ago,
interested
there
into
was no
that.
any social media platform, Daria.
Oh, what?
Yes, there was no any social media platform, and we
Yes,
had
but it
no
was a
some experiences.
No.
You know,
But
it was
but we have all
fact
the
that
experience, Mattia.
nowadays they can't
I
compare.
like it. Let's
Murat,
Nowadays they
you,
can't compare.
okay, you are right. You are right.
Guy,
yes,
sorry,
we
Mete,
had-
can
we
I
had
just
some
say,
debates.
Marilu Gutierrez says, I completely agree. Drugs are in almost all music and involved in youth, young people. We have a YouTube chat as well, by the way. So I'm getting comments on YouTube now.
Wow.
As we talk, I'm gonna sprinkle them into the conversation, get the people
Okay.
involved. Would you agree, Artyom? Is that the problem? There is like drugs and bad stuff for kids today, much more than there was when we were young in music, for young people anyway.
You know, firstly, I think that the huge, let me emphasize here, like the huge mass maybe of the contact, it affects firstly brains of our kids, and secondly, how Meta usually says, secondly, I think secondly comes that narratives. I think that it affects too. It affects weak brains of our kids, because it's like second effect. So, and it's from my view, and what I know, not just my view. It's not my view, because I read books about that, I watch videos, I'm interested into that topic, and I can a little bit speak about that with some tiny expertise, not just like my view, or I think, or I feel. I know something, and I can share books, I can share some materials if someone really want to figure out deeper about that.
You have to drop
okay,
them to me later.
just write me. Okay, I share what I know, what I have. But I mean that it and I worry because it's not something that was previously. We live in the cutting edge of in the cutting edge of technologies, and even scientists don't understand.
Every
how
age was the cutting edge of technology.
Okay, yes, but again, it's very easy to say that, oh, it was previous. No.
I mean, when I was young, it was the cutting edge of technology. Now it's again the cutting edge. It's always the cutting edge.
It was more predictive than now, Boris. There is a big, huge difference. Really,
I keep asking you, what is the difference?
Guys, you know what
I share with you, but it's a different.
Okay, wait, Murad, wait. Sergey was
Like
trying to say something. Sergey, yes, I want to hear from you, man.
Yeah, guys, I just wanted to add one observation. I think that nowadays we have more instruments, and some of them can be dangerous, of course. So as Artyom told that, so there are a lot of songs about drugs, but okay, let's be honest. Let's remember Bob Marley. How old? So how long ago was that? So yeah, marijuana was promoted to the white audience.
Marijuana more like healthy
okay,
than
let me
cigarette.
finish, please. Let me finish my mind, please. So, and my idea is that it's up to us to control it somehow. And as far as we have different instruments, as Boris told, so there is like age restriction. We can add this age restriction to some songs as we do with movies. So, and of course, I'm pretty sure that current instruments, they allow parents to control that stuff. Of course, let's be honest, each of us, we remember father's tapes with adult movies. And
What?
even
I don't
with
know.
some
I don't know what you're talking about. I want this to be on record. This is streamed live to the world. I have no idea what this is. Let's move on, please.
Okay, I had my father's tape, and even without access to the internet, I could see what I wanted to see. And even with this age restriction, I think that everyone, if you want to do this, so you can find some workarounds to get like some piece of information you're looking for. But I think that that we can use these instruments in both ways. So, and just current generation have more facilities to grow. Of course, there is more danger, but in the same time, there is more profit because of all these current technologies.
More
and all
tools, more risk, more danger, but also more profit to be had, more to learn, more access. More access can be dangerous, but also good.
Yeah,
it's like for all good against all bad.
I think one thing here is the age that we're talking. I think, Artyom, how old are you talking when you say dangerous for young people? Do you mean like 5 years old or like 12 years old? Like,
okay. What with what I see, from 1 year old, because what I see parents, because even 6 months is because parents, I can say it, addict maybe their kids to gadgets from first
I think that's
months.
a different problem then. I think that's a different problem.
Yes, but no. Okay, but maybe it's a good. Maybe some kids you start use gadgets and I mean use YouTube and music and maybe videos. Okay, it's really hard to control, and because where from earliest ages. Okay, maybe some from 2 years, maybe some from 1. I don't know.
I disagree. I think it's very easy to control what my kid has access to.
Yes, just communicate healthy, it's all.
Okay.
No, I mean, you give her the phone, you control what she watches or he watches.
Yes, why not?
How?
Any limitation just works for people.
Well, first of all, you don't give YouTube. I think that's terrible idea. I would never give YouTube to my daughter, even when she's like TikTok 5 or better. 6. Just TikTok, no TikTok. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yes. That's what Sergey was saying. We have so many more things today. It doesn't mean everything is good, but we do have a lot of incredible educational channels. We have, you know, the ABC song, like so many things. Kids today, there is a lot more information out there, and not all good. But I think as a parent, it's kind of our role to try to figure out how to give them access while keeping them safe. As a dad, is definitely what I think about, you know? And I disagree that it's hard to control. I think maybe at like after 9 years old, 12 years old, yeah. Because you want to give them freedom because they have to, you know, they have to learn to navigate this world. But you also, you know, like you said, you have the videos with the drugs and the pornography and all that kind of stuff. And you want to try and protect them from, but also like Daria said, you know, when we were young we saw stuff, or Sergey was saying that too. When we were young we saw that. When I was young I watched Dragon Ball Z. You watch it today, it's like people fighting and killing each other, and I was so young and it was on TV.
But it was totally different scale. Yeah, it was totally
Boris,
even hard to compare.
Us a lot of more dangerous things than pornography or something. Let's be honest.
Well, I'm just saying things that a child's brain is not prepared to pass, to analyze and to make sense of. You know, as a child, I think your brain is not ready for a lot of stuff, and as a parent, it's your job to kind of protect them from that.
Yes, Murat is right, I think. Yes, Murat.
You can, Boris, just explain your child how's the right, how's the correct, but you can't limitate even in pornography. Let's remember your childhood. For example, me, nobody can control me. Nobody, absolutely.
I think it depends on the age.
Nobody.
Yeah, but at 5, you're going to explain pornography to a 5-year-old?
There is a point. You escape, I think. There is one point. Now, the most of people are unhappy. The most of people are unhappy. Yes.
What? I'm happy.
It's
of music. Yes.
Don't do it.
Mete wants to start a new fight.
Don't do it.
I think the life is the source of music anytime. And there are two important facts in our life now in comparison to 20 or 30 years ago. I think there are two main important things. One of both is immigration is great now. The rate of immigration, every person now is immigration, both in psychologically or actually. And secondly, the most of people are unhappy. And if one person is unhappy, he or she cannot produce any happiness music. And every kinds of music is protest, protest. Rap music is a kind of a source of protest in the life.
What about dance music?
That I cannot live.
I
cannot live.
What about dance music, Mete? What are we protesting?
Yes, but in dance music, the story, the narrative, yes, Artem and Murat are right, and Sergey is right, I think. If when you look at the sentences are so bad.
No sentences.
And protest.
Electronic music, house music. No words, no lyrics.
Music, yeah. But it's just a different thing.
Protest against standing. Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Sergey said dance music is a protest against standing.
You are.
I disagree with you, Mete, though, that people are unhappy today. I think some people are unhappy. I think some people are happy. I don't think that. I mean, I feel like people are people. Yes, Sergey.
Yeah, I just wanted to add. So Matt his opinion is based on the current research. So yeah, this is like that's a fact. So our current generation is more unhappy than the previous one, and like the average college student has the same level of anxiety as a psychiatric patient 50 years ago. So
in which country?
In average. So this is like a current research. So that's
in China, in India. I don't think so.
It's around the world, yeah, but it's a fact.
I'd have to see your research, man. Sorry. I don't believe that.
By the way, it's based on some U.S. institute.
Sure, I mean, I might believe it in the West.
Or something like
we
that.
Definitely have that tendency in the West.
Yeah, so of course, it has its influence. But by the way, music is the best way to overcome this unhappiness. So I don't remember the phrase exactly, but there is something like you can overcome any situation
by fixing the problem.
Yeah, if you find.
Sorry, man.
No, guys, it's guys, it's I'm not sure about, because about old and now happy or not, I'm not sure about, because anything, for example, no, for sure, because I can agree this point. Just one thing, anything, even just simple example about something sweet. First time when you choose something, cake, it's more memorizing for you than if you now always eat this testing. You understand me?
No.
I haven't got it.
For example, in beginning childhood, you go to the, I don't know, restaurant or dancing place in club or something. This moment you always remember in future, for it was first time. Why you can think for in past I was more happy than now, and think for now new generation not happy. Maybe new generation have absolutely other something opinion about
24-hour news cycle. I think that would be the main culprit. Probably a discussion for another day, though. Yes. Galina, what do you think? You've been quiet a long time.
Concerning music or concerning this young generation and so on?
Sure, concerning any of it, all of it.
All of it. Actually, I'm still for that point that old music is better than new one. Yeah, still. And actually, judging by the modern new singers and bands, actually they are a lot. Actually, overwhelming majority of them, I should say that maybe they are not really talented, because in order to promote a singer or a band, you have to spend a lot of money on it, right? And nobody wants to lose their money in case that band or a singer won't become popular. So I heard that a lot of producers or people who are doing this job, they just pick up a person who took part in some talented show and so on. They are already known to the audience. People have seen them. People remember their faces. So in such a case, it's easier for them just to obtain higher positions in rating in music sphere, but they are not talented. And what to do with it? Just to get money, to earn money, and that's all.
Music is a business nowadays.
What in most cases people are doing. The main thing for them to earn as much as possible, but in what way you are doing it, it doesn't matter. And what influence it makes on others doesn't matter. But just the views of other people should play a great role in it, actually.
All right. Thank you very much. Before we end this, though, you guys are having like another discussion in the chat. So Sergey said you can survive anything if you pick the right song, which is a quote from Kurt Cobain. He said and shot himself. Right. He didn't survive. Maybe he picked the wrong song. Maybe you should pick the wrong song to survive. Yeah. I don't know. All right, we can stop here today. Yeah, I want to get back to the main room. Have a quick.
For surviving, I can't agree that you can pick up a song for me. The song would distract me as much as possible. I think I should just choose a song which has maybe no word, just music at all, just with, as you know, as
yeah, no lyrics. Go without lyrics.
Yeah, no lyrics at all, because I should calm down, but the modern music would never do it. Actually, in my case, yeah.
All right, we can end the stream here. Let me just end the stream. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next week.